now I want you to role play. You're going to role play with me, and you're going to role play students right here. Okay. So right now, one of you is going to be Sally. One of you will play Troy, and the other one will play Paris. So Faith, you're going to be Paris. Rosa, you're going to be Sally. And we're going to do Jessica, you're going to be Troy. And Stacy, you're going to be this person right here that I'm showing on the screen in case we have any questions, okay? All right, so looking at Stacy's work, what do you notice about how Stacy solved this problem? What do you see? I'll give you about 15 seconds to look at the work. What do you notice? What do you see about how Stacy solved this problem? All right, Sally. Sally, talk to me. What do you see about how Stacy solved this problem? What do you notice?
I'm Sally, right?
Yes.
I noticed that she counted the 8 dots in the groups on the left side.
Okay. What else do you notice?
And then I noticed that she added, so she saw that it was 8 at the top, 8 in the middle, and 8 at the bottom. So she said 8 plus 8. She put the first 2 together, and then she put another one together to make all 3.
Oh, okay. So she added the 8 on the top to the 8 in the middle to the 8 on the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Very nice. Thank you, Sally. It's a good observation. She did notice that. Now, what in that picture helped you to notice that? What did you see that made you realize that that's what she was doing?
She kind of she marked her dots, and then she created an equation. I could see where she wrote her thinking 8 and then 8 plus 8, put that together, and then the total plus 8, put it together again.
Oh, so you saw the progression, how she progressed through each one of those layers. Very nice. Okay, let's go with Troy. Troy, tell me, what do you notice about what Stacy did in her solution?
So I noticed same thing Sally saw, that she counted, but then when she got to the right side, she didn't count because she already knew that there was 24 there.
Oh.
So she knew it was a mirror. So if there was 24 on one side, that means that there was 24 on the other side. So she added those 2.
Okay, so let me make sure that I captured what you said. She counted on the left, but she didn't have to count the dots on the right because she realized that it's a mirror. She noticed she counted 24 on the left, so that means that there's 24 on the right, and then she put those 2 together. Is that
Yes.
what you noticed, Troy?
Yes.
Awesome. Is there anything else that you, now let me ask a question before I ask you about anything else. How do you know what in her work helped you make that noticing?
Well, I noticed on the left side, there was all these marks, but then on the right side, there were no marks, and she only had the 24 plus 24.
Oh, so you noticed that over here. You noticed there was no marks, but then you kind of saw this right here.
Mhm.
So on top of that, so let me see, let me circle what you're thinking. Over here, we see that she's got some individual dots, right?
Yes.
But then over here, we notice that there's no dots right here, correct?
Mhm. Correct.
Okay, very good. So let me just capture that real fast. I'm gonna say no counting. I'm gonna call them counting marks. Is that okay?
Yeah.
There's no counting marks on this side. Make sure I get the right color. All right, so there's no counting marks on this side over here. Oh, sorry.
Need the A.
Got it. All right, so that brings me to you, Paris. So Paris, we're seeing some noticings from Sally and from Troy about Stacy's work. So talk to me about what are some things that you are noticing about Stacy's work?
Well, at first, I thought maybe she didn't count all of them because her work kind of looked like mine on the first three sections, and so I thought she was counting like I did, like she was counting them all. But then when I didn't see the marks on the other side, I thought maybe didn't she didn't count them. But now that I've heard Troy speak, I see now where she counted maybe the first set and then knew that the second set was the same, so she just did a double right there. But I still think she's missing the middle one. I really don't see where she got that last group in the center, although it's circled.
Okay, so that's a good noticing. So let me just see if I can capture that. Her work is similar to yours, and that she was counting each of the individual ones on the left-hand side. And you weren't real sure if she counted on the right because you didn't see evidence of her counting on the right. But then you were listening to what your other classmates were saying, and you noticed that, wait a minute, she did count because she knows that both sets are the same on both sides, and then she just doubled it. But you also noticed the group in the middle. You said the group in the middle. So tell me, repeat what you said about the group in the middle.
I don't see where she included that anywhere. So I see your 24 plus 24 equals 48, but that's just 6 of the groups.
Oh,
right?
So you're noticing, yeah, so something about this group right here, something is missing. That's a very, very, I'm going to make this just a little bit thicker. Did anybody else notice that this group in the middle was missing from Stacy's work? So we only see 6 groups.
Counted.
Oh, okay. So if I'm looking at what Stacy did, so I've got all of your thoughts captured. What is there something inside of Stacy's work that you feel like you could try, that you would be interested in trying to see if it'll help you maybe count a different set of groups differently than what you did the first time? Do you see a strategy or something that she did that you really liked?
Well, I really like, it took me a long time to count each one. So I like this idea of maybe trying to count some of them and then look to see if I could double that.
Okay. Okay, so I want you to hold that, Paris, in your mind. Troy, is there anything that you noticed that you really like that you would like to give a try?
So I noticed that her counting was a little bit faster than mine. I know that I doubled, but I only saw smaller groups. Like she saw the bigger groups.
Oh,
So I think that would help me maybe go faster.
okay. And then what about you, Sally?
I think the same. I could do that. That would help me go faster too, because I was adding 8 every time and counting them.
Okay, so here's what I want you to do. I have a work mat. And Stacy, I'm going to ask you to join in because we did notice that you did some great strategies, but I want to see if you can give me another strategy. Okay, Stacy? So Sally, Paris, Troy, and Stacy, you all have a spot on the screen. And what I would like for you to do is I would like for you to use the tools up here in Google Slides on Insert. You can insert text boxes, you can insert shapes, much like I was doing to annotate your thinking. And I'm going to give you a couple minutes, and I want you to use that strategy that you said that you saw that Stacy did that you really liked. And I want you to practice using that strategy and see if you can come up with a solution to the new image that's on the screen. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys about 3 minutes to do that, and then I'm going to be right here to answer any questions. So if you have any questions, just unmute yourself and you can ask me. But I want to give you a chance to try.